thank you so much, first of all, for your service as a veteran.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. And I think what is fascinating about this program is the way, first of all, that Wilco, your dog, is able to help you. And can you tell me how the dog helps you?
Yeah, Wilco, he first thing he did is he brings anxiety down. That was another medication that I was taking, and he reduces that tremendously. He is a comfort zone. You're never alone. You always have a friend with you also.
You know, right now, even as you're talking to me, I don't know if our camera can show it, but your hand is stroking him. It's almost like, does having a dog with you keep you in the present?
It does. It keeps me in a zone. He keeps me calm, and I keep him calm. So,
what happened to you in Iraq and Afghanistan while you were serving? Because after all, I'd read your bio where you said that at the age of 13, you decided you were going to serve. Now you were back in Iraq and Afghanistan, and what led to PTSD? Can you tell?
Well, in 2006, I was hit directly with an IED. I was a TC in a Humvee. And the whole truck was hit. Thank goodness it was a lightweight IED, but everyone in there suffered concussions and a little bit of shrapnel. That was a delayed effect, though. We came home, recovered, and in 2009 went back to Afghanistan, where we were introduced to a lot of mortars and a lot of artillery rounds. So a lot of concussions and a lot of brain injury. But it was delayed. That is the key. That happened in 2009 and 10, and the effects started June, July 2010, and diagnosed in 2012.
So key right now for the veterans' families who are watching, you said for you it was a delayed thing.
It was.
So we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to see physically how the dog also assists you with those memories that you're still in the battlefield and you're still watching over your shoulder. And then we'll talk too about what you said led to you finally going, I probably should get diagnosed. I probably have PTSD. So that's coming up. Why does a dog help somebody who is fighting PTSD or learning to deal with that? Well, I'm just going to ask him, and we're going to ask you to show us how he helps you with PTSD. And it's been for just a few months now.
Yes.
So this is Wilco. I don't know if you guys can see. Wilco's kind of not in the light right now. So Wilco does 3 different things physically that help you deal with the stress of the battlefield, even while you're home. Could you give me an example of those?
Sure. You stay where you are, and I'm gonna walk him around. Wilco, heel. Come here.
Wilco is a lab, about 23 months old.
He is. Wilco, block. Wilco, block. Stay.
All right, so block is a big one because when you come home from war, you still feel what? You feel like someone's approaching you as dangerous.
You do. You have a bubble around you that you have a comfort zone. Wilco allows distance between you and I. So you can walk a little closer, and Wilco will keep that distance.
There are a number of things. So this is an example of why,
this is one.
you know, these are dogs who are trained for months, and it takes a lot of money to train them.
That is correct.
And there are a lot of people who could be served by this.
Exactly.
Now, there are other things, but one of my favorite things that they teach the dogs to do is to jump up on you and to hug you.
Oh, they do.
Is Wilco ready to show that?
He could do that. Can we?
Yeah, sure.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Wilco, heel.
And this is about if a veteran.
Mama out.
Yeah. They actually teach the dogs to hug. I think that's fascinating.
Attaboy.
And what does that do for you when you're having a bad day?
If your anxiety is up really high, Robin, it's just he brings it down. He brings it down just by being there.
So how do you feel about this program itself and the fact that it takes a lot of money? And so there are a lot of veterans who could use this, but we don't have enough time and training and money to get everybody a dog that would need one.
Sit. Stay. That is true. That is true. And it's there are more soldiers out there that need it and could benefit from it. I think the advertising and meeting like you and I are doing now, showing the soldiers at home what these dogs can do for them.
And that
it's
you're not
out there.
weak for saying that you have PTSD. That's
Oh,
the perception
absolutely.
in the service, right?
Absolutely. I have been diagnosed with moderate to severe PTSD, and I have a traumatic brain injury. I have both of them. So you have to be able to step up and say, hey, look, I have this. And if it had not been for my wife, Kara, she is the one that said, you know, maybe we need to look at some other options. And she is fully responsible for finding Canines for Warriors.
What do you want to say to someone who's suffering right now and maybe alone, and they are a veteran?
If you're a veteran and you have that internal doom sometimes, I would look up Canines for Warriors and talk with them down there, talk with Mom, which is Sherry Duvall. All of us recipients know her as Mom, or talk to Brett Simon and find out what the dog can do for you.